Hey guys, Brad from SimpleGuitar.com here, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing Time of Your Life by Green Day, or if you're a real Green Day fan, we know this as Good Riddance, which is the actual title. Time of Your Life is just in parentheses and it's what they sing. Hey, so this song is a lot of fun. It's really not that hard and it sounds great, and it's a good one to be able to play for people because it's so instantly recognizable. So let's dive in right away and get going with the chords that you're gonna play. Okay, so these are the chords that you are going to play. We're gonna have G, C, D, and E minor, but they're minor variations on everything. Now through the entire song, you are not going to play your first string except for when you're playing E minor, okay? So let's show you these chords in order. G is gonna be your second finger on the third fret of your sixth string, your first finger on the second fret of your fifth string, and then your fourth and third strings open, and then you're gonna plant your third finger onto the third fret of your second string and let that mute, let it touch your first string so that it mutes it, okay? That is your G chord. Now for your C, all we're going to do is we're going to move your first and second fingers over a string. So your second finger is now on the fifth string, third fret, and your first finger is on the second fret of your fourth string with your third finger still planted on the third fret of your second string, still no first string. That's your C chord. Your D chord is going to be just your third finger on that third fret second string and your first finger on the second fret of your third string, and then your fourth string open, still no first string. And then your E minor is just a regular E minor, which you can do with your first and second fingers playing the second fret of your fifth and fourth strings, or your second and third fingers. I don't care which ones you use. My fingers are fat, so I usually just catch it with one finger. Okay, so if you see me just doing one finger here or this finger here, that's my E minor because I got fat fingers, okay guys? So those are the chords that you need to have down to be able to play this. G, C, D, and then E minor. Hey guys, if you are enjoying this video on how to play Good Riddance by Green Day, then do me a favor and hit the subscribe button down below and hit the bell notification if you want to get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you for watching and thanks for subscribing. Now let's dive back into the song. Now the chord progressions that we're going to do are actually really simple too. The first chord progression is we're going to play G for 2 measures, and then we're going to play C for 1 measure, and then D for 1 measure. Now we're going to do this chord progression with a picking pattern and with strumming. Now our picking pattern is based on this strum pattern that everybody knows. Okay, that is going down, down, up, down, up, or if you count out the rhythm, 1, 2, and 4, and 1, 2, and 4, and, okay? And what we're doing is we're doing that with the picking. So that is going to look like we're going to hit your 6th string on 1 and 2, and then for the and of 2, we're going to hit the 3rd fret on your 2nd string. And then that is tied over onto beat 3. So we're just going to let that ring out. And then we're going to play the 3rd string open on the and of 3, and then your 4th string open on 4, and then your 3rd string again on the and of 4. So it'll be 1, 2, and 4, and 1, 2, and 4, and. And then when we go to C, instead of hitting the 6th string, we hit the 5th string, and otherwise the pattern is exactly the same. And then for D, same thing. But now we're just going to play the 4th string, the 2nd string, and then your 3rd and 4th. So we'll have G, Now that is the easy way to do it. That's the basic stock version of the picking pattern that everybody does. In a little bit, I'll show you how Billie Joe plays it because it's a little bit sloppier, a little bit different, and you'll hear the difference. Now, the next chord progression that we're going to do is going to be playing E minor, and then D, which for E minor, our picking pattern is going to be the same as our G, and then D, and then C, and then G. And then that gets repeated again. And then our last chord progression comes right after that. We're going to do E minor, and then G, E minor, and then G, and then E minor, and then D. And then we're going to start back over with our G, G, C, D. So those are the three chord progressions that we're going to play. G, G, C, D, E minor, D, C, G, and then E minor, G, E minor, G, E minor, D. Okay, so that is all three chord progressions. We're going to do that with the picking pattern and with strumming. Now, a quick note about the picking pattern. When it comes to your picking hand, you don't have to be super strict with what direction you're picking each string. So I pick it with the same pattern as I would strumming. So I'm going down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And that's the easiest way for me to do it. Some people might be purists about the direction of the picking. I just think you're a giant nerd if you're going to be a purist about the direction of the picking on a song like this. So let's walk through each of the sections. What we're going to do is we're going to have the intro, which is just playing G, G, C, D twice with the picking pattern like this. And then the verse starts where we continue playing G, G, C, D, and we play that 2 times in a row. And then we're going to go to the next chord progression, which is E minor, and then D, and then C, and then G. Play that twice. And then we're going to do E minor, G, E minor, G, E minor, D. And at that point, that's the end of the first verse. We're going to start strumming. Now, the strumming in this is a little bit random and it varies from time to time. The strum pattern that I recommend starting with is very simple. It's just the one that goes down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So we're going 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so it's a quarter note, a dotted quarter note. You move your hand down on 3, but don't hit anything. And then you're going to do an upstroke on and, downstroke on 4, and upstroke on and. So it's... So I recommend starting with that strum pattern, and instead of breaking down every single measure of what's happening with the strum pattern in this song, I would recommend listening to it, listening for what is being accented and trying to mimic what is on the record. But at that point, when we start strumming, we're going to play G, G, C, D 2 times, and then we're going to repeat back to the beginning of the verse. But this time, when we're playing through the second verse, we're going to be strumming the whole time. But it's all the same. We're still going to do G, G, C, D twice, then E minor, D, C, G twice, and then E minor, G, E minor, G, E minor, D. And then we'll do the string section, which what we're going to do there is we're going to play G, G, C, D 1, 2, 3 times. And then we go to E minor, D, C, G, and then E minor, D, C, G again. And then the singing starts back up while we're still strumming. And we're going to play E minor, G, E minor, G, E minor, D. And we keep strumming through here. And we're going to play G, G, C, D a couple of times. And then we get back to E minor, G. And we're going to drop down to just doing picking. E minor, G, E minor, D, and then G, G, C, D. And we'll do this a couple times. And on the last time, we're gonna play that picking pattern a little bit different. And then strum your G. That's the whole song. It's pretty much the same thing over and over, just difference between doing the picking or the strumming. Okay, so as you're practicing that, that's what you need to be careful with. This is only the same 3 chord progressions through the entire song. Really simple. The biggest thing is getting the picking down. Then you just want to make sure that you're getting the picking pattern down. Now, when Billie Joe plays this, he's not the most precise guitar player. So everybody shows the picking pattern as... But he's not playing it that way. He's a little bit sloppy. I mean, he plays punk rock, so what can you expect, right? So if you hit multiple strings on your downstrokes like that, that is going to be a little bit more like it. And also, when you go to change chords, he hits the bass strings of the chord again, the lowest strings of the chord. So really fast, though, it's going to sound like this. Okay, so that is how Billie Joe does it. So when you're comfortable doing it nice and precise, practice getting loose with it and hitting more strings and hitting the bass notes again. And that'll give you a much better sound, more like is on the actual record. So let's go ahead and actually play along with the song now. And have some fun with it. And this way you can practice it. You can use the controls here on YouTube to slow it down if you need to practice it slower with the song. I do that with students all the time. It's super handy. And then we'll go from there.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
All right, guys, so that is how you play Time of Your Life by Green Day, or Good Riddance if you're a real fan. Now, if you need to go back and practice each section of the song, I have the chapters down in the description for you to do that, to make it easy for you. But remember to have fun with this one. This is a great song. Everybody knows it. It's instantly recognizable when you start playing it. And remember, don't get too precise with your picking. As soon as you're comfortable, you can loosen up a little bit, be a little bit sloppy like Billie Joe is, and it's going to sound great. That's one of the great things about this, is it's not super accurate, not super precise, and there's variation throughout it, which makes it cooler. So guys, that is it. Now, if you've made it this far through the video, I want to thank you. And so I have a gift for you if you go to my website, simpleguitar.com/top10. There, I have a guide for you called the Top 10 Things to Learn on Guitar First. That guide is 10 of the things I teach beginners all the time to get them started making real music and having fun. And this is a great song that you could pick up with the stuff that's in that guide, actual real songs. So go to simpleguitar.com/top10, download that guide, 17 pages packed full of practical stuff for you to play real music faster, and have fun, guys. That's my gift to you, my way of saying thank you for sticking through the video and watching this with me. I really do appreciate you. But that's it, guys. Have fun with Good Riddance or Time of Your Life. Go play it, learn it, have a ton of fun, and then I will catch you in the next video.